Hey guys, it's Cameron here with Emerson Property Management. Every week I bring you tools, tactics, strategies, lessons I've learned, things that have helped me build up a sizable rental portfolio in about 2 years and now manage that portfolio. Today I had a question from a friend. I think this is probably pretty pertinent to some of the other folks now. So at the time of this recording, we're kind of wrapping up the coronavirus. And for those of you who are watching this, in real time or when it's published, you'll know some of the dramatic effects. But if you're watching this in the future, we had severe unemployment over the past few months, a lot of jobless claims, and a lot of people changing jobs. So one of the things that comes out of this, one of the good things, at least some of the things I've heard from a lot of entrepreneurs, is when they left their jobs, whether that was voluntarily or through some layoff, they went into entrepreneurship. And it actually worked out to be a very beneficial thing for probably the company and that individual as well. So I had a friend who asked me about some book recommendations for entrepreneurship before she takes a jump into entrepreneurship. What kind of books should she read just to get in that mindset? Because that it's a different, when you're an entrepreneur and every day your own sales determine, or what you do determines the money that you bring in. It's not, I go to work, I check this box, I do X, Y, Z, and I get my paycheck on the 15th on the last day of the month. And I get my 401k and all that. No. You have to do things that produce dollars, especially when you're starting out as an entrepreneur. So there's 3 books that came to mind. One is Anything You Want by Derek Sivers. He sold CD Baby for I don't know how many tens of millions of dollars, but he talks about, you can have a company that also gives back. You don't have to squeeze every little last dollar out of everything, and your company can actually add value and create a win-win situation for your clients as well as your company. So that's a great book, great mindset, very short, quick, easy read. The second book is, and these are in no particular order, Start With Why by Simon Sinek. So Simon Sinek popularized the rings. So he has your why, then your how, and what. So basically what you do, how you do it, why you do it. And why is at the center. And he always uses the example as Apple. Apple creates innovative products and they challenge the status quo. And that's why it was a computer company that turned into a cell phone company and everything else, because they kept their why in the beginning or in the middle of everything that they do. So it didn't matter how they did it or what they did, as long as they kept their why the same, which they did, they created a significant following. And his big thing is people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So that's one of the biggest takeaways from that book. Great read, especially when you're starting out your company, finding out your why. The third one is The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. So this is a great mindset book, obviously by the title, to break through any barriers or limiting beliefs you might have. You might be thinking, I'm not worthy, especially if you just got laid off or fired or your company's going under. You might be thinking, I got laid off because I'm no good, or I'm not as good as somebody else, or I can't do this. And I guarantee you, and I know I've been there, you will have those thoughts creep into your mind at some point. You're gonna be going through and it's gonna suck at some point throughout your journey, and you're gonna go, am I really cut out for this? Should I be in something else? Should I have just stayed in my job, in my day job? That thinking, everybody's going to have. So this book will help you expand that to think, of the amazing things that you can do, the abundance mindset that you can have, and the things that you can create in this world. And so that's one of his big things is don't think small. Even those people that think, well, I can just create a $100,000 a year company. That's thinking too small. You want to create a $10 million, $100 million a year company. You can think like that. You can do it. And if you limit yourself, then you'll just grow to your potential. So if you think you can do bigger, better things, you'll be able to do that. And that's one of his big books. So don't, it's a lot about mindset, I would say, on David Schwartz, or in David Schwartz's book. That's really all I had about those 3 books and regarding entrepreneurship. And I've got another video on, you guys can check out up here on, you know, the odds of success as a business owner. They're not very good. So just know that when you do go into entrepreneurship, you are fighting the odds. So I would highly recommend you keep your day job. It's something like you're 30 or 50% more likely, or maybe it's even in the 70s or 80% more likely to succeed if you start your business while you're working. So it's good to, you know, as they say, patch the roof while the sun is still shining. You know, you start a business, and then when you have these cataclysmic events, kind of like the coronavirus or maybe a depression or recession, your business is already in place, and if you get laid off or fired, or your company goes under, then you can kind of ease into it, and you're not starting from scratch during a recession. So I hope that was helpful. Again, anything you want by Derek Sivers, Start With Why, The Magic of Thinking Big. Those will be at the bottom, or some link we'll put to it so you guys can get that. I hope that was helpful. If it was, let me know. If it wasn't, let me know, and I'll see you guys next week. Thanks.